Okay, so black coffee is required. Quick 5-10 minute break, just to refresh the ears, and we are back at it. So I imagine from editing I've had to cut out a fair bit of the last one, or the tail end of it, due to like audio technical issues. But all I've done is arranged the bulk of this main breakdown only from the clips of the main elements. When I'm talking about the main elements, I'm talking kick, bass, drums, percussion. All the other sort of ear candy stuff is what we're going to use to fill out this break and make it interesting and varied compared to the rest of the track. So if we just quickly go through, just to cover my own back, the bass is on a low automation with the kick dropping out and the bass coming out towards the end. Drums will drop out. We've just taken away some of the hi-hat hits, as you can sort of see from this MIDI clip here. And we have added a auto filter to the shaker, a line curve to automate the top loops out, and we've pretty much just done the same with the percussion. So the bulk of our arrangement is now ready to just get the finer details done and smooth everything out and make it interesting and hit hard when it all comes back in. So let's start at the beginning, because that's always the easiest thing to do. Make sure we've got the transition from this part into the break correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this little vocal hit for familiarity. Oh, I can't get my words out today. And then we're going to have a look at what else we've got going on. So we've got that white noise riser. So he's going to come in on the drop. We've got our own white noise. So let's put in a MIDI clip there and find out what key we were using, F8. So we can draw that across. And then just bring it all the way up. There we go. So frequency's all the way down. So again, I'll automate that in by hand or mouse. And what else can we add back in? We've got this synth here. So at the moment, all I'm doing is just copy and pasting stuff into this blocker arrangement, so we don't have to keep on going back and then forth and back and forth. We've got this sort of vocal hit, which is probably going to help transition into the drop. What was this one? That was the reverse vocal, so we're probably going to use that quite a bit. So let's maybe just pop him there for the minute. We've got this arpeggiated one that we made. This was one of the things I thought about deleting, but we're gonna just duplicate it and put them on the drop, see if it will work. It's just there if we don't have it. And then what we can do is we can go to our first break and we can copy all the vocal hits from that and duplicate it in there. So that is pretty much all of our vocal work done. So just be a case of moving each bit around to make it fit into this arrangement, but at least it's all in this sort of section here, so we can easily work from it. Synth wise, we've got this high pitch one to play in. So that's going to really help add some nice effect. We've got our usual bass hit, which we're probably going to want on the drop. We've got the whistle all in place. So I would go as far to say we're going to want these tantra noises. How did we have it in our breakdown? We had them pretty much running in from the start, so let's do the same. And we're going to do the same with these. Or I'm thinking, let's do it like that. So then that works quite nicely.
You know.
So that one was nice, so we're probably going to pull that one a bit in earlier. So I'm going to say let's put him where the kick comes out, just to sort of help replace that. And then we can use the sort of full noise there. So I like that one where it is. So I like that. So let's maybe get him a bit earlier on. Put him from there. Let's just figure out where we want to put him. So I'm feeling somewhere in this region. And then maybe get that one where the kick comes out, just help transition there. I think what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to duplicate that across, delete him there, so there's just a bit more of a break going on between them. Let's get what we've done here. Just do that one.
You know, it's mine.
So we're definitely not going to need that. So let's use this one again here, I think. So even just those sound effects now are really helping gel everything together. So what else could we use? We're probably going to want him on the drop, but with no reverb. Let's just bring that forward a bit. That's just helping gel everything together. Let's maybe get this reverse hit in somewhere with the echo. Maybe like halfway through the break. We could maybe get rid of this one. And then remember to use echo. So I can hear some of these perks still playing. I think it's some of the perks. So I think a bit of volume automation is going to help just sort of settle everything down. So gain on the group, go from when the kick comes out, point on where it drops back in, so we're not affecting that, and just listen to the group. Yeah, so those sort of little modular knocks now are just getting really pushed back in the mix. They're still there, so it's just still going to create some atmosphere and noise, and we haven't applied any sort of reverb or delays yet. So let's just quickly add some modulation to them. And some of the sort of nasty noises I can hear are coming from this loop here, so we'll delete that later on once I've done the mix down. What else we got here to play around with? So I already know that they weren't working, so I'm going to delete them straight up. We've got this one. You could probably go there actually. Or maybe when everything drops out, which I think was there, if I'm correct. No, so back here. And then these roll-in synths could probably do with some echo. So let's just automate that. By roll-in, I mean like these are the synths that are playing from the very beginning. So now if we just listen to them. And we could also just automate the volume by using a little fader. Again, this is all just going to help smooth everything out. And it's only an idea, but let's maybe see what the full sort of vocal sounds like.
Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute?
So if we can get the timing right on that, I think that will work, in my opinion.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
So let's just consolidate that as a new clip.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, can I please talk to you? Excuse me, can I please talk to you? Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? Excuse me, can I please talk to you? Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? Excuse me, can I please talk to you for? Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I please talk to you for? Can I please talk to? Can I please talk to? Can I please? Can I?
So I feel like this one needs to be shorter.
Can I please talk to you? Can I please? Can I please? Can I please talk? Can I please talk? Can I please? Can I please talk to you? Can I please talk to you? Can I please? Can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I please talk to you for a minute?
I quite like it because that familiarity of that well-known sample is there. I think later on, again, I'm always trying to move things forward as quickly as possible. I could maybe get the original a cappella back in and just time stretch it a bit better. But for the moment, I'm liking the sound of that. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to do it on a new channel just for the sake of it. We're going to insert audio and we're going to do that reverse vocal effect with the reverb. So we're going to go back on, turn on the reverb, play from there, silence that, record. Stop it, reverse, turn off the vocal, and then
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So that effect with them all working.
Can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I
So
please
let's maybe
talk
just
to you for a minute?
fade that down.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so really all now we've got to do is maybe let's maybe find a new effect, maybe some sort of echo modulation to apply to maybe some of these dub synths, some of these here, and we'll automate that. But the main thing we need to do is this main pad. We need to automate that and the high pitch pad as well. So let's do the main pad. So we've got, open it up. Let's just do a dummy run. So we'll record it just for the sake of it, but we'll probably end up deleting this. I'm going to get the LFO moving as well.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So for a dummy run, that worked quite well actually. I hope I was pressing record. I wasn't, was I? Nope, I was. So now let's get the LFO going over the top of that.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So let's just listen to it, see if it works how I want it to. We may have to just re-automate this one. Just start bringing them down a bit.
to you for a minute?
So it's definitely needing to be pulled away a bit more towards the end.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
And I think what's going to help it is like from this part here.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
Oh, I know what we've done. We have forgot to turn off the resampling record button. This is a boo-boo I make all the time. It's not the end of the world, luckily. You can either just Command Z all your way back to how you was. But because we've recorded in quite a lot of automation, what I'm just going to do is remake this. So let's just turn that back on, go on there, record. Reverse. Turn off that now. Let's not make the same mistake twice. And then I can't remember exactly how I had it. Probably something like this.
Can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I please talk to you? Can I
So yeah, so we need to sort out this again now. Not the end of the world.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
Let's get the movement again.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
Let's grab a filter. And keep him up.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
Yep, sounds good. Let's just check to see if we got like the brightness right. I think we probably did. Automate it a bit more.
Can I please talk to you?
So something I'm going to just try quickly is, because I just had a thought about the reference track, is in the reference track they were actually playing some kind of progression. It wasn't just one note. So let's just sort out this. Let's bring the movement all the way down.
Can I please?
Let's just try that. So that is sort of the pattern, and what we're going to do, let's go Command A, Command U, whoops, and just get them in the right place. Shit. There we go. Just get them overlapping a little bit. So that is the chord. So what we can do, we can go duplicate, and then go Command D. Oh. No, I'm not really feeling that. Sounds like the Martian's going to take over with that. So let's fucking scrap that. Always good to experiment though. Don't be afraid to fanny around like I do. But we've got this high pitch pad. I think that's going to add that sort of extra layer to it anyway. I think that just like moving up the scale is going to sound really nice. I'm not sure where I'm going to play it in though. I don't know why we can't hear that though.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So we'll roll with that for the minute. And then we'll just see if we can get some more automation, more flavor out of it. So let's just, because we're using the root notes, go up, fold, get rid of that. I don't know why we can't hear that. Don't know if it's because I played it in too short. There we go. So let's just try him on there. Let's try that. So what I'm thinking is having them like so, and then if we duplicate this over, or sorry, let's leave that as it is because that's how we want it. Some of them might just need putting on the grid correctly. And then we can go up to F5 where everything drops out to really sort of build that tension. And we can filter this and see if there's like an LFO parameter, so we can sort of get in the same effect we have on that main pad where everything drops out. So I'm going to try extend this a little bit. So we can try bringing this one up again, but I don't know if it's going to be needed. Let's try both.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So that's sounding really nice, actually. Let's see if it's got an LFO in it. Oh, I can't sleep. So record. Don't want to play with that. I'm going to delete that.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So let's just go on to brightness and delete all of that because we definitely don't want it with that on. Let's just solo it. So let's just automate that on the end. So just something like that. Let's add a sidechain plugin. Help it sit better in the mix. Whoops. So that one's definitely going to be F4, isn't it? What's this one on? F3. Let's just lock the automation for a minute because everything seems to be in the wrong place. There we go. So that's how we want it. I'm just adding some echo to these little vocal hits.
Can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So I'm going to try and get a bit more out of this pad. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to put it on a new MIDI channel. I'm going to go delete. I'm going to add this note in. and I see if I can create an LFO sort of effect with, why is nothing working? There we go. With a filter. So how we're going to do this is we're going to use this exact filter, but we're going to go delete automation, leave all of that on. Actually, let's leave it on. It's not going to do any harm. I'm going to go LFO and grab him. I'm going to go map to frequency. And that is probably going to just help with that effect I was trying to create in the main pad itself. And we're also going to get this sort of top layer to it as well with the extra note added. So we want it to, so I'm going to bring all the way rate and stop it down there. So then we can automate it how we want to. Show automation. Let's just have a listen to that.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So that's sounding pretty nice, and I think what's just going to help sort of smooth out this LFO filter effect is if we put an echo on the end of a chain. So remember, the chain order makes a difference. So if we put an echo on before this, that filter is then going to affect the echo. So now we are basically affecting or echoing this LFO effect we've created. So it's just going to probably help smooth out like so. But if I put it at the beginning, see the difference? So what we're going to do is we're going to pop him there, and we're going to apply quite a lot of reverb to this, and we're definitely going to bring the feedback down. Let's see how that's sounding. And then I think what I'm going to do as well, because remember that LFO is randomly moving, so if I just went there, where it's moving really quickly, and I went back to here, see where it's now stopping in different positions. We don't want that, because we want it to be dead on down there when we're starting. So how we can start that is you can either affect the depth, or we're going to use resampling again. So we will go into here, we'll go resample. Oh, I just moved it, didn't I? So that's where we want it to start. There, so that sort of echo and reverb's just really helping tie it all together. Can help this sit even better in the mix by just adjusting that. So now it fades in exactly how I want it to.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
So I really like the reverb tail on this one at the minute. I think it just adds a nice bit of variation and sort of depth to the first break and the last break, first break and last break, first break and this break. So I'm going to leave that for a minute, and I think I would say so myself. Let's maybe just see if we can add this noise in. I just don't think it's needed. I think we've got plenty going on in this break. So let's just play it from this little fill here and see if we've got it sounding how we want to.
Smile.
So this one's definitely going to need a filter on. And this is exactly what I mean by pulling it back is going to help bring perspective on things for you. And remember, I think we still got some white noise to play around with as well, which I think is just going to help
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
gel everything together. I'm really liking the choice of having that vocal like in on that drop. It just feels like you've got like the payoff. And like I always keep referring back to, think about the listener. So if the listener is into this kind of music, he or she is going to just be vibing with the sounds and the groove. If they're not and they're sort of new to it, they're probably going to attach themselves to certain frequencies and sounds and synths that they like. They go, oh, I like that sound. But they're probably more than likely going to attach themselves to the vocal. So if they can sort of go, oh, that's weird, that vocal sounds like Destiny's Child. And then you have the payoff of,
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
they go, oh yeah, that's that track. So sampling well-known tracks like that can be a great tool to use, but just don't overuse it, because there's a lot of producers out there who make banging edits, but it seems that they rely on the work of the well-known sample to carry the track. If I turn all of this vocal group off, then the track would still slap. That's how you want to approach it when using well-known samples, in my opinion. So let's automate this white noise in and then move on with the last little bit. Again, I'm just going to bring it back up in volume so I can hear it properly.
Can I please talk to you for a minute?
And even though we just brought that up in volume, you can see the effect that it's having. So as per usual, we have been going at this longer than I would imagined, but it's okay. We've achieved what we wanted to. So I will catch you on the next episode where we go from the drop to the end. So there we have it. That is the Track from Scratch series over and done with. Thank you very much for watching. I know I just said that we will have one more episode, but if you want to see all the techniques I use on the intro and sort of creating little fills and ear candy like that, that is all the same I do on the outro. So just go back 2-3 videos and you'll see how I would do what I do on my intro on my outro. So it's pretty standard and you don't need to watch another 20-30 minute video of me doing some stuff that you've already seen. I appreciate every single one of you have seen all the episodes. I'm not even too sure how many episodes we're on now. I know it's quite a lot. I've learned a lot about the YouTube algorithm, how to keep an audience engaged, thumbnails, everything, and I hope the ones who have watched it from start to finish have gained some really true insights in what it takes to build a track from the start, from the finish. You'll often hear a lot of producers talk about how they made a track in 4 hours and how these ideas just come together like that. And in reality, yes, these tracks do happen like that, especially for myself, but more often than not, they're like this, proper grinders where you've sort of got a reference track and you've got to grind through it, and it takes hours and hours and hours and hours. And that is what I want to portray on this YouTube series, is how actually long it takes to make a track from scratch to finish. And someone who's producing nearly 3 and a bit years now, and it still takes me 10-12 hours plus. So as a little thank you for subscribing, growing the channel, and just engaging with this Track from Scratch series, in the description box there is a link to the track I've made. It is mastered and mixed by myself, so make sure you go over there and download it because it is free for you guys to have. Thank you very much. I will see you next week where we will be going into some more specific content, so I'm going to get some ideas from my Instagram followers. And yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you next week.